guys, this is Stephanie, and I am Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Today, I'm going to be doing the Newbie Book Tag since I am new to Booktube. This is my first Booktube video. I'm pretty nervous, but everybody on the Booktube community seems super nice, and I'm just hoping to, you know, find my niche. A couple things about me. My name is Stephanie. I do love to read. I also collect books. I don't just read them. I like to own them and have them, and I will loan them out to some people sometimes, but not everybody. I am married. Been married for 13 years. Probably doing math and thinking, how old is she? I'm 35 years old. That's gonna kind of give me a different view probably on some of the books than a lot of the big Booktube people who are probably like 25 years old. I've just read a lot of other books, a lot of classics, just a lot of books. Also, I'm sure you will meet them eventually, but I'll introduce you now. I have two furry little babies, and I'm sure you'd love to meet them. Let's see if I can get one of them to come over here. Sunny, come here. Serenity! Come here, sweetie. Can you look at the camera? Can you look at the camera, pretty girl? This is Serenity. Yes, she is named after Firefly because we are nerds in this household. She's about 35 pounds or so of mostly muscle and intelligence. She can open doors. I don't even know where that comes from. But she's my little brown bear. And yeah. You can meet her sister in a moment. Come here, Tempy, too. And this is Temperance. She's shy. Aren't you, sweet pea? Sunny, you had your turn. Get down. Get down. Get down. This is Temperance. They are actually litter mates. They're a beagle mix of sorts. Got them from a rescue, so I'm not really sure what their mix is, but she's also about 30 pounds. She's just longer, aren't you, sweetie? And she licks everything. But I still love you. Okay. I live in Nebraska, and that's basically in the middle of the United States. If you don't know your geography very well, I'm in the middle. And for a living, I am a licensed massage therapist. I've been doing it about 11 years now, and I love what I do. I have time between appointments most of the time, so I can read, which I also love. And if somebody doesn't show up for some reason, I get a whole hour to read. It's pretty fantastic. Some of the hobbies I have, I love to cook. I love to eat. I like to watch fun TV shows. I love to go to the movie theater, but I also just like to watch movies. My husband is a CrossFit coach, so we both CrossFit. I'm sure you'll hear me complain about how sore I am sometimes, or all the time. I also like to act in melodramas. My husband and I do melodramas in the fall together, and that's also fun. And I love Jesus. Now, on to the questions. Question number 1. Why did you start this channel? Well, basically I started this channel because I love books. I've been watching Booktube for about 2 years, and I watch these videos these people do, and I think, like, people will do tags, and I think, oh, but what about this book, and what about that book, and this is a great one, and that's a great one, and have they not read these books? And sometimes I comment down in the comments, sometimes I just keep my opinion to myself, but I've been learning to comment more because I think, well, I want to know what you guys are thinking. I want you to comment on my channel, so I've been trying to comment more on other people's channels too, and, you know, step outside of that introverted thing that I have going sometimes, even when it comes to the internet. So I just thought it'd be fun to do a channel and talk about my own versions of the tags and my own recommendations, and to just kind of get my voice out there and get my voice heard. I'm 10 years older than most of these other guys, so I have different opinions. YA didn't exist when I was Y and A, so I read classics, tons of classics, and I loved classics, and I mean, they're classics for a reason, so you guys would probably like them too, but once I found the YA genre, I was like, holy stars, this is super cool. Like, we got people and they're younger than me, but I don't care, but they have superpowers and they travel through time and they do all these great things. And I'm like, where were these books 15 years ago? I would have read them, but they hadn't been written yet. So here we are. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things that you bring to Booktube? I found this question rather odd. I felt like they want you to, like, I don't know, come off conceited or toot your own horn. I'm like, I don't know if I have anything like per se unique to offer. I think everybody's opinion is unique. I think the way you think about things is going to be different from the way I think about things, and I think that's a good thing. I have a sister who loves to read nonfiction books. I don't really read nonfiction books, but she loves them and she tells me about them, and sometimes they interest me because she's so passionate about that, and I think that's maybe something I can bring. Maybe I'm passionate about something that I think, well, everybody's passionate about that. But they're probably not, and so that I can share my passions with you. But I really do think everybody has a unique view, so if you've been thinking about doing a Booktube channel, you should do it. I'm sure you will not regret that. Question number 3. What are you most excited about for this channel? I think I'm just excited about making new friends. And I know that sounds weird. Well, maybe not that weird, but you know, friends that I may not see in person, but friends that like the same books as me. I do have friends that read. I'm not surrounded by imbeciles or anything. They just don't always read what I read. And they like to read what they like to read. And I like to read like everything. But, you know, it's just nice to have people who will read what you read. And I don't have a lot of those people in my life, like IRL. So I'm gonna come to you guys, and hopefully you can help discuss books with me in the comments, whether I like a book or hate a book, or you hated it or you liked it. I want to talk about it and discuss it in the comments and know what other people are thinking out there too, and then respectfully talk about opinions. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? Well, I think that most people who read love reading to not just necessarily escape, but to experience new things. Like, when am I going to travel to Mars? I can pretty safely say that that is not going to happen, but I can read a book where I can travel to Mars, or meet a character that has such a different life than me. It gives me a different view of life, and I mean, I can't live long enough to experience all these things, but I can read about them, and I have a pretty vivid imagination, so I can also experience them that way, and I kind of like that. I like being able to read a book and experience a book and just feel what those characters, feel what the characters are feeling, and enjoy a different setting of life that isn't cows and corn and things like that. And I think that's pretty great. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? Now this one's kind of a tricky. I'm gonna go 2 parts. First part I'm gonna say is my mom. So it's not really a book or a series, but my mom got me into reading. My mom would read to me almost every night, and I remember her reading to me. I'm the youngest of 5 kids, so she had 4 older kids wanting I don't know what, and then she had me. And I just wanted her to read to me. I wanted to sit on her lap and have her open the book, and she would read me Shel Silverstein, and she would read me Narnia, and she would read me all of these books when I was a kid, to the point where when I was in like maybe 2nd grade or so, she would have me sit beside her and I would read to her while she would like lean against the wall and kind of fall asleep, which I don't blame her for. She was an incredible teacher. She taught for like 25 years and raised children's. So, you know, I would be tired too. I don't even have kids, and I'm tired now. So yeah, she would read to me every night, and that is one of the things I think that kept me reading, because she had a love for it and she shared it with me, and I can't help but think that's part of what has defined who I am, and I love that about myself. The second part of that is actually Booktube is what got me reading more. I kind of was at a stale point reading. I felt like I'd read everything interesting. I was kind of bored. I would reread things, but I kind of was like, there's nothing new. And then I found YA, and I was like, what? This exists? So I still read other things, but I went through a YA binge for probably like 2 years, and it all started with Ruby Red sapphire blue, and emerald green. I don't know if you can see these. They're kind of shiny. Oh, there we go. They're beautiful covers too. They really, really are. And that one. Now, I read this series and I really liked it, and I wanted to hear what other people had to say about it. So I asked my friends, I'm like, will you read this? Will you read this? Will you read this? And people are like, no, I don't have time. That looks like a kid book, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't agree with you. I read this series and it had a thing at the end, and I want to talk about that thing, and there was nobody to talk about the thing with. I wasn't very happy about that. So what did I do at 2 a.m. when I finished the third book and was like, there's nobody to talk to about this? I got online like all normal people do. I got online and I looked up to see who had reviews. Like I was looking to read a review, like a blog review, and I found video reviews by Sasha with the Booktopia and Tashopolis. And they talked about the book and they agreed with me, and they were like, this happened, I didn't like that, but this happened and I did like that. And then this character wasn't well developed. And then they did this thing out of the blue and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, oh, can I talk to you? Can we have coffee together? I just want to talk about the book. And I didn't because, well, I can be introverted even online, like I said, and I didn't really comment or anything, but I read through everybody else's comments and agreed and was like, ooh, yes, and liked a bunch of them. But I was a little too much of a chicken butt to actually go ahead and, participate in the conversation. And that was like 2 years ago. But those girls got me connected with all the other YouTubers that I love to watch their videos and everything like that, and I've learned so much from them, and they're the ones that inspired me to do this channel. Question number 6. What questions would you ask a booktuber? I would probably ask editing questions and filming questions, because I look at their videos and they're so polished, and I look at mine and I'm like, So I would probably ask questions about okay, what kind of light did you get? When did you get that exactly? Did you find it on sale somewhere? What kind of camera do you use? Can you use a tablet? What's the best editing? Is there a really easy one that's good for people who don't know technology? Things like that. And then I'd probably also ask them what's a regret that you had as a booktuber early on? Something that you would change, some advice that you would give me or something like that, because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing exactly, but I'm kind of excited to try it anyway. So here I am. I think I would also ask those booktubers if they would be my friend. I would love to sit and talk to Jesse from Jesse the Reader about books and about manga, because I started manga because he was reading manga and I was like, this stuff's incredible. And Little Miss Emma reads a lot. I would love to be her friend and sit and talk to her, or Reagan with Peruse Project, or Tashopolis, or Sasha, or even Lindsay Cummings, or there's so many that I love to follow and I love to watch their videos, and I really just want to be their friend. If they could move here to the middle of nowhere with me, we could be buddies. Yeah, it's true. Question number 7. What challenges of a booktube channel do you think will be the hardest to overcome? I would have to say the consistency thing. I'm a little afraid that I'm just going to get busy with life and I'm not going to post. My goal is to post 3 videos a week for the first month or month and a half or so, to hopefully get some people subscribed, some people checking out my videos on a regular basis, and hopefully spread the love. But, what if I cut back to 2 every week? Or what if I cut back to 1? Or what if I have 2 weeks in a row where I don't do any videos because my life is crazy and I can't do anything? What then? That's probably my biggest fear, is that, I'll get subscribers that want to hear what I have to say, and then I like to hear what they have to say, and then I let them down and I stop posting things because life gets busy, and I don't want to do that. So hopefully I won't let you guys down. This is the hope. That is all I have for you today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I'm going to go ahead and give credit to Brenda C down below. She's the one who came up with this book tag. Also, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe, please click the subscribe button. That word is hard to say. Whew. Please click the subscribe button down below so that you'll be notified when I have new videos. I'm going to plan on seeing you guys in just a few days with another video. So until then, goodbye!